Oh, are you ready, my friend?
Yeah.
You should be. I mean, we've been practicing that test for quite a few weeks, so I think you should be totally ready. So, yes, again, give as much information as possible for each answer. Make sure your explanations are clear, and good luck. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Good afternoon. My name is Cedric, and I'm gonna help you through the video test tonight. Can you please start by introducing yourself?
Hello, Sir Cedric. My name is Phúc Khang. I'm from the ES7B class. I live in Hanoi, Vietnam, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, now that you have introduced yourself, could you please introduce a family member? And you should kind of use the questions below to introduce your family member by talking about how their life has changed from the moment they were born until now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here you go then.
So I'm gonna introduce you my mother. She was born in around 1976, like fall. Um, like around October 1976 in a small province called Quang. She she was formerly a teacher in a high school near her house. She was a good literature teacher by then.
Okay.
She has been successful in making her students graduating from the school. Yeah.
Good.
And sh after she retired from being a teacher, then she had moved to Hanoi and lived there. She got a job as a secretary back in around 2007, I guess.
Okay.
Her job is to do the follow the boss and do her work like many like on the Microsoft Excel and even more papers
Okay.
for around almost a day. She usually does yoga in her free time. And I don't know about this yet, but she now has a second hobby. She she also likes doing the gardening. Since
Okay.
since we moved to an apartment, she decided to buy an entire garden and put it in the balcony.
Okay. 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 So, and do you think she has had a good life?
I think she's having a good life because in my perspective, I think it's healthy at first, and secondly, it's fun in the age per.
Okay. Great. So, are you done?
Yeah.
Great. That was quite good and quite complete. You know Yum quite well. So, now we're going to the second part of the test, and it's about conditionals. So you have to look at the phrases on the right and talk about how you would react to four of the scenarios. So I'm gonna make them bigger so you can see. That's a bit too big. That's a bit too big. Come on. Yes. Now is the right size. So, Of course, remember to use as much conditionals as possible. And I let you choose which question you want to answer.
I choose the what would you do if you saw somebody being attacked by a dog?
Okay, so then what would you do if you saw somebody being attacked by a dog?
If I am strong enough to prevent the dog from that person, then I would just jump right in.
Okay,
And if I am not, then I I would call for some help, like even the police. If I don't know if this situation is even suitable to call the police.
Yeah, or you can call, yeah, maybe not the police, but you must have a kind of veterinary service in Vietnam.
Yeah, there are a lot of vet services in Vietnam. There's one that is near my house right now.
Yeah, but generally also, okay, yeah, you don't really call them veterinary services, you call them pounds, the dog pound. Generally, every city has got a kind of dog pound, which uh, where all the abandoned dogs generally end up. But okay, so good. That was the first case. So now you have to choose three more, my friend.
So I would choose the what would you do if someone offered to buy you a fur coat next?
Yes, please tell us.
So if there was someone offering me to buy a fur coat, then I would reject it. I don't really like fur coats that much.
Fair enough. I mean, in Vietnam, yeah, a little bit maybe in winter. That's about it. Okay, next one.
I would like to choose what would you do if you saw a large spider in a bath?
Okay, here you go.
So if there's possibly something around me, like in the bathroom or like the gate, like the door of the bathroom, like slipper, I would use it to attack it. Then if there is none, then I would pick it up and try to bring it somewhere else.
All right.
I'm not I'm not that scared of spider.
Okay, and what would be your last case of figure?
So I would like to choose what you do if a friend asks you to look after the cat or dog for the weekend as my last case.
Here you go then.
So if one of my friends asked me to look after their cat or dog for the weekend, like when they're out, then I would accept and not accept at the same time. Be in case if their pets are like aggressive or friendly, and
Okay,
if I if I am allergic to something, then I would strongly reject it.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Cat's fur.
Are you allergic to cat's fur?
A little bit.
Okay. Good. Now that this is finished, let's go to the next part. Let's go back to 150. Here we are. Phrasal verb questionnaire. So you have to choose two scenarios on the left and talk about them. Of course, add as much information as you can. Let me make it bigger for you so you can see exactly. That's too big again. Okay. Do you see it clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, which scenarios are you going to choose?
I would like to choose the do you often go away at the weekend and where to?
Okay, so do you often go away at the weekend and where to?
Yes, I, I do, but not too far because my parents don't allow me to. I usually go to this supermarket. Like, in fact, there's one near me right now.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, if I got some of my new friends, then I would call them out and meet them on the pavement near my apartment.
Okay. And what is your second scenario?
So I would choose the do you enjoy looking after small children and why or why not?
Please tell us all the whole truth.
Well, I formally don't enjoy this activity, but babysitting or child sitting is nothing for me these days because I think this might be out of context first, but I like children. Yeah, some of the adults cannot say this on internet.
Okay.
So basically, I I think the children's nowadays are kind of friendly and easy to secure. Like I can just enjoy their join their activities and have fun with them.
Yes, definitely. Is that all? Nothing to add?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Well, then let's go to the next one. And so it's about choices. And the main question is, are you indecisive? And give us some examples in order to demonstrate whether you are decisive, a decisive person or an indecisive person.
um I am quite an indecisive person, especially when it comes to studying.
Okay.
The first thing I am indecisive is what subjects should I choose to
Mhm.
learn and study. Like in during the COVID pandemic, there's only like three subjects that are available right now. That is maths, literature, and yeah, English.
Okay.
But I don't have time to think about that, and I don't want to have some stress to think about those because, like, this is a hard decision to choose what subject do you learn first. Like,
Yeah. Yes, fair enough.
literature, all of those are having the same difficulty, and all needs the skills and patience to get good at it.
Yes, indeed. So, and in which other area are you indecisive?
So the other thing I am indecisive at is, of course, buying stuff in a supermarket. So
Okay.
there are a lot of stuff in there that I would like to buy, but I just can't choose what I want to buy first and what I want to put it back and wait from tomorrow for a lower price to buy it.
Okay. 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 Well, thank you so much. And the last one is talk about your life. So look at the sentences below and tell an interesting story on one of the topics. On one of the topics, you should speak for approximately 2 minutes. So you have the choice, something about your parents or grandparents, a place you've been to, something that you're planning to do in the summer, or something that you did last weekend. And remember, it can be true or invented, but it must be interesting.
So what I did last weekend was basically partaking in. I was partaking in a math arena online.
All right.
But the first when I when I opened the page, then the first thing I'm in trouble right by then is the internet. I cannot join the arena because the internet problems.
Okay.
The second problem here is that some of my teachers didn't make sure what didn't ma-
Yes.
some of the rules are hard to understand. I it is kind of hard to ask the teachers by wait, wait. It's kind of hard to ask the teacher by then because it is like happening around the evening or at night, and most of the teachers are usually busy
Mm-hmm.
even in the evening, so they didn't respond.
All right.
And although I met those problems, but I did the math arena well right after. My connection got a lot better around 5 minutes later, and I joined it.
Okay.
It wasn't a, it wasn't a really good progression in my opinion because I got under the top 500,
Mm-hmm.
and I am annoyed of this thing. When I when there is 1 second left on the clock, when I submit the last question, then the page didn't allow me because although there's 1 second left on the clock and I did click the submit button by then,
Mm-hmm.
but the page was rigged. The page did not allow me. It says that the time is up.
Wow.
The time was up, yeah.
Okay.
And I was really, you know how much I was annoyed about that.
Mm-hmm. I can guess.
And at least I got the 800th place because and in in like 10,000 students around
Yeah,
Vietnam because
that's already really good, man. Well done.
I think I should learn mathematics for a bit because after 1.5 months of some summer breaks,
Uh-huh.
like multiple summer breaks, especially my mathematics classes, then I got nerfed by a lot, like a whole lot.
Yeah, especially during a test, it's not that easy. Okay, man. That was a good explanation of what you did last weekend. Fairly interesting and nice. Yeah, my only thing would be sometimes you should think about using other tenses than just the past simple or the present.
I'm
And
trying to utilize by I'm trying to utilize my talking by using a different tense, but
yeah, I know
the storyline doesn't allow me to.
it's a bit difficult. And yeah, and remember when you talk about something in the past and you start speaking in a past tense,
Yeah, I
stay
do
in the past.
realize some of my sentence didn't. I do
I mean,
realize some of my
your sentences
sentences
were
didn't even.
your sentences were fine. but it's just that sometimes you were jumping from the past simple tense to the present and back to past simple, which makes it a bit confusing.
Yeah, I was a bit pressured.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's your exam, man. But don't worry, you did good anyway, Phúc. You did well, my friend. So that's it. Your video test is finished and ready. You did well. You expressed yourself clearly. You were detailed, and yeah, you did well. You did well.
Yep.
Well done, man.
I'm gonna go do the grammar test.
Yeah, go and do the grammar test. See you
All
later.
right, bye, sir.
Bye.